Hey, so Transformers. Let's talk about it. Not the Transformers Part 2 video for the movie rankings that I did like a year ago. I still haven't uploaded a sequel to that. I probably won't. What I will be talking about is Transformers Combaticons, the fan project that was uploaded a week ago by Keyan Carlile. Transformers Combaticons is a fan project made by Keyan Carlile, who's mostly known for Transformers Season 4, his like fan animations for what Season 4 could have looked like for Transformers Animated, because we never knew, because it was canceled at Season 3. He is the biggest Transformers Animated fan in the world. This whole episode is heavily influenced by Transformers Animated, the art style, the comedy, the writing in general. You can tell it's just he has a lot of influence from it, which isn't surprising because, as I said, he is definitely the biggest Transformers animated fan there is. No competition. I think the saying goes, if Transformers Animated has 50 fans, Keyan Carlile is one of them. If Transformers Animated has one fan, Keyan Carlile is that fan. If Transformers Animated has 0 fans, Keyan Carlile is dead. Anyway, let's get into the characters, or more just the team. So there's Onslaught. He's the big, brooding, egotistical, my way or the highway type leader. He's like Robin from Teen Titans Go. He's always screaming, yelling at everybody, telling them what to do, and no one listens to him. It's like that Robin character in Teen Titans Go. And I think it's really funny. He's just kind of screaming at everybody. He can't stand anybody either. No one really wants to take directions from him. He finds it hard to really be a leader, and he kind of screws up a lot. And it's funny. A lot of the descriptions for these characters are just going to be funny. Actually, all of them are funny. This is a very funny episode. Next off, we have Vortex, who's like second in command. She's like a teenage girl, basically. She's like rebellious. She's untamable. She doesn't like taking orders. She likes to be controlled by her. She only controls herself, as she says to herself and to Onslaught. Her and Onslaught butt heads a lot, and Vortex thinks that she should be the one in charge. It's kind of like Starscream and Megatron, but except Vortex doesn't really want to brutally murder Onslaught, or maybe she does. I didn't get that hint from the episode, but it could be a possibility, but I don't think she's that bloodthirsty for that kind of role. Next off is my favorite Combaticon, Blastoff. He's Dimlet from Transformers BotBots. That's the best way I can describe his personality. He's innocent. He's just undeserving of everything that he gets into. He doesn't mean to get into like these like troubling scenarios. He's a loyal follower to Onslaught, who he's just kind of like he's kind of a dummy, but that's kind of what Dimlet is too. He's just kind of like a sweet dummy. It's the best way I can describe it. Next, we have Brawl, who is just the big laid back guy. He's kind of like the bulkhead in the show, but he just doesn't really care about anything or anyone. He seems to care for his teammates, but he just kind of like does his own thing throughout the whole episode. When they're all seemingly dying, he's just sitting on the couch watching Humans Animated, written by Thundercracker, directed by Wild Rider, and art direction by Bulkhead, starring David Kaye and Tara Strong, which I found super funny. Just wanted to add that in there. I thought that was really funny. It was just the PNGs and JPEGs that they made for that little bit. And I really like his Scottish accent though. It's like a deep Scottish accent, and I can't do that. I don't know why I attempted that. Then last off, we have Swindle, who is Swindle. His character is how it's always been. He's a con artist. He's 60,000 credits for this, 5,000 credits for this. he has like 6,000. He has like a nuclear bomb on him that he just like, hey, you can like take this. Like I mean, you have to pay, but like I have a nuclear bomb on me, and I thought that was very funny. So yeah, he's just a stereotypical con artist is Swindle, and that is basically Swindle's personality. Now to get into like not a summary. I mean, yes, I guess technically is a summary. I'm not really like reviewing it. Like I'm not saying that was bad, that was bad, that was bad. That's a review. I'm more commenting on what I saw and what I liked because I just want to show my appreciation for this fan project. But anyways, let's just get into my quick summary. So Vortex is controlling their like spaceship that's in the shape of the Decepticon logo, which I found really cool. And she's controlling it like a toddler controls an RC helicopter for the first time. It's fast, ludicrous speeds, going left, right, zigzagging all over the place. It seems like it's going to hit every tree in its way. It seems like it's going to hit something all the time, but somehow doesn't. So that's how she controls the spaceship. And they're all freaking out. She interacts with a fleet who I guess protects this character named the World Ender, who I will later talk about. Actually, I can just talk about that character right now. But the first thing I like is that Blastov is like, wait, isn't that the character from what we saw yesterday in that documentary? And it's Chris McFeely talking about the World Ender, which I thought was a nice cameo.
Spared the fate that befell billions of other planets when Optimus Prime vanquished the World Ender and banished her to the far reaches of the galaxy. Now we can only pray that no Transformer provokes her wrath again.
Because Chris McFeely, if you don't know, he does the basics on blank series on YouTube. So he's a big name in the Transformers community. I just thought it was funny. They basically describe the World Ender as in her name. She ends worlds from like violence, and Optimus Prime stopped her basically, or helped stop her. That's what they said. And then Vortex like makes the fleet so mad that the World Ender actually does show up, and then the documentary just cuts to Chris McFeely saying like,
a mystery as old as time itself, we know only one thing about the cosmically powered Professor Princess. None have ever faced her and lived.
So they're in the premise of the World Ender, and the World Ender is literally just this like intergalactic being who is basically Professor Princess. Actually, that's what she calls herself. She's Professor Princess. She's the character from Transformers Animated. You know, that little brat character. She's like this weird alien god thing, and it's a sight to see. Yeah. But she does make the project, I think this is what the fan project was written for, which was the multiverse stuff, because she was talking about her whole thing is like, I hate violence, you guys suck, you guys are violent, therefore you need to die. And she talks about how like Transformers, all they do is violent stuff with their like Civil War and all their battles and battles after battles. She's just really annoyed at it. So then she takes them to the best part of the episode, which is the multiverse. And I'm just gonna play all of it. It's awesome. And everything is, all the characters get their counterparts from like each multiverse and continuity of Transformers, and I think that that was the best part of the episode. It was lovely. So Professor Princess goes. So they go through all the multiverse, and she's like, "Yeah, so you see why I don't like you because you're all violent." And she's like, "Now to end violence is to end all. Is it to end all life in space? So basically, she's just gonna destroy the world." And they're like, "Oh, this is very escalated because it all started with just Onslaught and Vortex arguing." And now it's ending up to the deletion of the world. But I thought it was funny when she starts talking about deleting the violent worlds. She starts off with Transformers: Robots in Disguise 2015, and Revenge of the Fallen, then Transformers Kiss Players. That was really funny. And Onslaught gives us motivational speech to Vortex. So Vortex should have her money. She's like, "Oh, we're all gonna die, basically." And Onslaught's like, "No, you are gonna get us to victory." And Vortex gets all motivated to do this big action. I'll play the clip.
I'm here.
I don't control anything. I'm not the best warrior in the galaxy. I mean, I'm not even the best me in the multiverse. There's probably 100 billion trillion vortexes, and I'm the only one who's messed up this badly.
And that's okay. I failed to beat the princess, failed to form a combiner, and failed you as a leader and as a friend. And yet, despite it all, I am still the most important and valuable one here. What I'm trying to say is, maybe you don't have to be the best to matter. Because even with your constant, abysmal failures, you matter to me. You're the only bot who can take control of any situation, no matter the odds. If anyone can save us, it's you.
She's all motivated to do it, and then Swindle comes in, and Swindle basically just tells Professor Princess to kill herself.
I want to destroy all life in the multiverse in order to eliminate violence, hey?
That is correct!
I've got a pitch for you. Ending all life is kind of violent. Seems more violent than any Transformer's capable of. If you want to eliminate violence most effectively, you've probably got to start with yourself. Right?
Well, the thing is...
So then Vortex and Swindle start arguing hey, you ruined my big moment. And that's where it basically ends with them all fighting and Blastoff making hey, this was pretty normal for one of our adventures, which is, good cap off. So I mean, I probably had the most hasty summary to that, but you guys can go watch it on Keyan Carlile's channel. I'm not here so you guys don't have to watch it. I'm here so you guys should watch it and have to watch it. So then there was the end credit scene with Nightbird and Astro Train, which shows that this is not just a one-time thing. I think Keyan Carlile does want to make this a series, and that was my hoping expectation for this, is that this would be some YouTube series. Hopefully it could get picked up by Hasbro Studios, which would be really cool, but I doubt that. I hope this becomes a series on YouTube. It's not a series, just maybe a 4-part thing, or some really small series, not there's Hell of a Boss is a YouTube series, basically a cartoon just on YouTube. I hope that happens for Combaticons, but if it doesn't, oh well. Though this project was really cool. I just want to thank Keyan Carlile and his team of very talented people for putting this together. Now, overall, I would rate this a 10 out of 10. I might be a little biased, but that's just how I feel. It was really cool. I don't think we've had a fan project like this in a while, or any kind of media or creation like this in a while. And it was really nice. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. So, like and subscribe. I'm going to be talking about more Transformers. I kind of want to upload more. So yeah, see you guys.